off. Yes, and here we are again. It's Sunday, and it's the Drone Seekers International Sunday Show live. And Steve's down there. There he is. There's Steve. Because Steve's going to tell the joke tonight. You know,
No, I'm not.
Oh, no,
No, you're not saying about me
Randy?
any jokes.
Yeah, where's Randy?
Man is a little bit worse for wear.
oh dear. Hang on, I'm just going to change the screen
I
about a
had
bit.
some friends around, and she's had a little bit of drink. A little, I can't even talk now. A little bit. You might want to drink this water, but
that kind of
she's had a little
unwell.
bit. she's
Right,
had a
that's
little bit-
vodka.
little bit too
That's
much
sort of
gin.
unwell that everyone likes to do. Anyway, let's have a quick look. Let's have a quick look in the chat. So we got Caroline. Hi, Caroline. Hope you recovered from the weekend. And Steve Knowles and Steve. Steve, nice, good to see you at the weekend. Lauren, how you doing, Lauren? Jerry, Flying Fin Media. I think that's it for now. We've got 20 people watching, but I can't see all these people. So all say hello, and I can see who you are. Then. So, so what's this? Self-inflicted. Self-inflicted. Oh well,
Unwell.
that's the
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
That's what Mandy's got.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. Or is it? Right. So,
Should
Kevin,
be
up there.
sober by in the morning.
There was a joke. I've done nothing but drink water today. Sorry we didn't catch up with you, Caroline, but we couldn't film where we wanted to film, could we, Caroline?
Me as well,
No,
Caroline.
'cause someone
Look,
pinched
that's
her-
what I've been drinking. Water.
Nice pretty glass here, look. There's a thing that says, I mean, I can't read it. Let's put a writing in dark writings. I can't read it. It says something about don't be thirsty. Don't be. There's a picture of B on there.
Right.
DeMarco, how you doing? That is Steve. That's Steve. Is that Steve? Very confusing. Two Steves from Yorkshire Drone
Yorkshire
Seekers.
Drone Seekers.
One is STE.
And the other one's
The other one
Steve.
is STEVE. Yeah.
Well, we know like 50% of the drone seekers are called Steve, don't we?
Well, we
Yeah.
had
That's a good name, isn't it?
Fact.
we had three of them with us yesterday. So
We've actually had some drone stickers change their name by default though, because they like it.
yeah, that's true. There were so many Steves one time that I think everyone thought it's the in thing to have a name like Steve. And I couldn't agree more with you, could I?
Carmen's Mark.
Not wrong. You want a name like that, look.
Yeah,
No one can even pronounce it.
it's unique.
Nivek.
Look, you see,
Oh, he's
look,
Russian.
I'm touching the green screen, look. Oh, weird. Woo. Get a shock off that.
Steve Knowles says you've all spelt it wrong though.
Steve. Yes. There we are. Look, that's it. Look. What's this? Oh yes, yeah. Actually, yeah. Mine's as well, Steve. Actually, mine's PH as well. I'm not sure how many Steve's on here with PH. That'd be interesting to see. Right. Anyway, let's bring on our special guest.
Yeah.
Find a special guest music. This is special guest music.
Oh.
Let's welcome this week's Drone Seekers live show special guest.
It's Mr. Bill Gates himself.
Hello, everyone. I'm actually not named Steve.
You're not named Steve. Actually, we christen you
But
Ron
he does want to be
Steve
known
Brown.
as Steve and Steve.
Okay, I accept it.
You know, his middle name is almost as common as Steve, though.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, it begins with
John.
T, doesn't it?
Trevor.
Ronald Thomas.
Tom.
Thomas,
Tom.
Yeah.
Do you mind if we call you Tom tonight?
Well, just don't call me late for dinner. That's an old one. Sorry.
You mentioned that.
That's my help on replacing the joke of the day since Terry's not here. Yeah.
We've got a Facebook user that says hello everyone. Now that could
who's
be
that?
Oh, who's that?
could be anyone.
Hey,
That's our
Steve.
mystery Facebook user.
Steve, didn't you tell Ron that the guest this week had to do the joke of the week?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I just did it.
You're too early.
Simon
And
McDonald.
there's others. Well, it's Stevie. No, it could be Stevie. Could be Steve. Oh no, Stevie. All right, well, Steve. It sounds like Steve to me. That's good enough for me.
To all the Steves out there.
Wow.
Hey.
There's lots in the internet.
Hey, before we get started, can I do a shameless plug right off the bat? Because I saw we had the great Lauren Donner in here from North Texas, and also DeMarco Moore from Arkansas in here. And I want to be a special announcement. Tomorrow night's Drone Nation show will feature Lauren Donner as a special guest host, but he's bringing a big name guest along with him. I mean, so big, I can't even say the name here, I don't think.
I bet his name's Steve, though, isn't it?
Well, but don't miss her, because it will be a special guest is coming in. Lauren booked them exclusively for Drone Nation tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in the U.S.
There you go. Right, so don't miss everyone. So you've heard it from the word man himself. And Lauren's going to be there as well. I know where Lauren's got loads of Harvey and Northeast FPVs. Yeah,
Harvey.
Michael Wright's in the chat from he's from North Texas also.
He's from the other North Texas.
Oh,
He's Central North Texas.
Yeah, Lower North Texas.
Yeah, exactly. We've got a very famous name on here, actually, Ron. I mean, if you know, you've heard of the band Genesis.
Oh, I'm familiar with Genesis.
The original guitarist is on here, Mr. Steve Hack himself.
Really?
Yeah.
Hey.
There it is.
Yeah,
Look,
can he get me Peter Gabriel's autograph?
You know, Peter Gabriel. He might. I'm not sure. You'll have to have a word with him later.
Okay.
Anyway, so we went out flying the weekend. Wow.
Yeah, 3 of the Thunderbird drones.
We couldn't have done that here. It's too windy.
So we thought, what I thought I'd do, I'd just put a little snippet together, and I'm sure Kev's working on some videos, and everyone's working on videos. So what we decided to do, Jackie, we're going to get them all together and send them to you and say, "I'll sort that line." That's what we said, Kev. So we'll give you a snippet of what you got to work with. It ain't much, but there we are. We'll have a quick short video of this. There you go.
Yay!
That's what we were doing the weekend.
Fast, though, isn't it?
We didn't want anyone to read them.
Good looking
Yeah.
bunch of drone flyers out there. Where is Derbyshire? Where's that near in England?
It's in the UK.
It's
Berkshire.
about 140 miles from where I live.
Is that South England? Is that Southern England?
No,
That's
it's
up north.
up that way.
Oh, up north.
north.
Okay.
Near where Robin Hood come from. You must have heard of Robin Hood.
North
Everything
Bay.
from London is up north.
Yeah.
Okay. Kind of like North Texas. Yeah. Okay, I got it.
It was we can't call it Nottingham.
Nottingham. I grew up near Nottingham. Yeah. Right down the road from where I grew up.
You also live in Margate, too.
I do the sheriff of Nottingham when I was young.
I'm just reading what Steve put on there. Someone's saying they're flying in the fog. The fog is just water that
Yeah,
fixes your cars.
Simon's waiting for he's waiting for the fog to clear, I think.
Nothing wrong with a bit of water in your drone.
No, I mean, don't worry about the fog.
Yeah.
You want to worry about
I've
turning.
got to watch that yet. I saw it pop up today, but haven't had time.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to watching that later.
yes, if anyone's interested, Steve's the whole history of the story from start to finish about Steve lost his drone, recovered his drone. Is he a happy ending? You're going to have to
Happy
watch the video. Go watch the video. Check the channel out. Right, so Ron, what have you been up
Not
to?
exactly a happy ending. You should have said like a positive conclusion.
Well, well, I didn't say it was. It might not be.
No,
It might be a
was
really
it?
sad
Was it or
ending.
wasn't it?
Yeah, that's right. Was it a good ending or was it?
Or was it a burial at sea?
Could be.
Is it Brian, hang on the way to Scotland. What is?
Right.
You're on the way. No, Brian, you live in Scotland, mate.
Yeah, Brian, you live on the borders. Right. That is Scotland.
Oh, the Borders.
Yeah, the Borders is called the
I
Borders.
love the Borders Drone Seekers group. Yes.
I actually had a Borders t-shirt on her, actually, but my wife said you should wear that for the show. I said, well, I can't, can I? I'll get told off. Anyway, Ron, what do you know about this this new
Well,
drone?
Well, you asked me what I've been doing in any talk, so I'll tell you what I've been doing this summer. I've been flying the heck out of that little DJI Mini 3 Pro, the best little mini drone out in the market. Well, unless you're an Autel fanboy, I've been flying that little Nano Plus from Autel too, and it's a good little mini drone also. So it's kind of a mini drone summer around here in Margate. So and Marcus is demonstrating some of the mini drones. Marcus owns every mini drone there's ever been released, and he's got them all sitting behind him in that office.
And more. Yeah.
So I think Marcus is going to have to categorise all these drones soon. He's going to have one of these little pigeon pop things, isn't he?
I'm
A1,
going to have a
B1.
holiday. I'm going to have a holiday to Idaho sometime, and I'm going to go visit Marcus, and I'm going to lock myself in that room and look at all the toys.
There you go. There you go.
Jackie,
You're going to sneak the Skydio out.
That's it.
the best thing,
Yeah.
Jackie, is go there when Marcus isn't there.
Wait,
he won't know for about a week. There's something's missing.
It'll be more than a week.
Steve, I thought you were my friend.
I'm just putting words in Jackie's mouth.
Hey, who says Autel and DJI don't get along? Look at
Oh.
Well, I must admit,
Love at first sight.
well,
No tongues.
I mean, Kev, how many mini frees did we have flying yesterday?
Oh, fair few. I didn't count, but yeah, there's mostly minis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually,
Mini
I
2 as
think
well.
there was only two. There was a Mini 2 and a DJI, the Mavic Pro, the original Mavic Pro.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah.
And the rest of the drones were all Mini 3s.
So when it comes to the Mini 3, I watched a really great video today on how to do manual settings on it to get the best video out of your Mini 3.
Well, I've got one of those videos to watch by somebody sitting there with a nice hat on.
Oh, right.
Unfortunately, I didn't do the screen recording. I wasn't able to show you what I was doing because I didn't plan on making a drone video, but the difference is so dramatic. I was at my father's last weekend, who lives in Pennsylvania. He lives in Oxford. And Oxford is kind of farm country, and they have fields of gold. And I was at an Amish farm, well, not actually at the farm, but near it. And I was flying over, and the footage wasn't really looking. It was a Mini 3 Pro. The footage really wasn't looking as good as what I was seeing with my eye, and I had it in complete auto settings. So I stopped at one point and started messing basically with every setting in the Pro setting, and I turned what was kind of a doll video into, dare I say it, Marcus, a cinematic looking video.
Yeah.
Hey, Ron. So you're on the subject of the Amish. So I know that they have, horse-pulled wagons instead of cars with
Yes.
internal combustion engines.
Yes.
So their drones, are their drones run by little hamsters on a hamster wheel or something? How does that work?
Well, yeah, they're all run by farm animals. Yes, yeah.
Sorry, I was correcting when I was talking about drones. Actually, because Steve just said that obviously there was an Air 2 as well, and I forgot that one. So
Okay, Air 2, another fine drone from our friends over
but I will say they're all DJI drones. Dale, I can say that much safely. I think.
You didn't see it? No Altels in there.
No, we don't do
No.
hotels in the UK apart
Don't
from
do
Gary.
Altels in- Yeah.
Well, apart from I don't know who else in the UK. Apart from Gary, whoever owned an hotel drone. That's the truth.
Really?
The only
Well,
one
the
can-
good thing about Altel drones is they don't have that geofencing, so the drone doesn't tell you where you can't fly at.
Yeah, well, that's probably not a good thing in the UK, is it?
Well, no, we should correct that, Ron. It will still warn you, just like a DJI drone will, but it will
It
not
won't
prevent
stop you.
you from taking off. And so that's a big deal if you're a commercial drone shooter. At least in the US, you may have approval to fly someplace, but the drone still won't let you take off. And so that's an issue. And my friend Ron Brown ran into that just the other day on a shoot. He had 2 DJI drones with him. He could not do the shoot he needed to do. He had to go the next day with his Autel drone to complete it.
Because it was a completely legal Class G airspace to fly in, but DJI, because I was close to a couple small airports, would not let me take off. But I was legal to take off, but I could not unlock through DJI to take off because of some kind of issue with their servers. So Autel drones can save your bacon sometimes, but I'm not saying Autel drones are better. I'm just saying they're an option. But okay, let's get into. Steve asked me how I'm doing. I got a question for Steve. Are you ready, Steve?
Oh, I'm ready. Yeah, I'm just putting a link on
He's
into
looking
your
down.
chat.
He's not ready. He's not ready.
No, I'm just putting. Someone just
Okay.
asked me to put a link to your website, for your YouTube channel. So there it is. He's on there now. Right.
Good.
Okay.
Okay,
Is it?
Steve. I know
Yes.
you're a fan. I know you're a big fan of the original DJI FPV drone. That's
Yeah.
correct, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there's rumors of a new DJI FPV drone coming out called the
Avatar.
Avata.
I want
And,
one.
Avata.
it seems to be more of a Cinewhoop than the one you
Yeah.
had.
It does.
Do you have any interest in this drone, Steve?
No.
I
No?
do. I'm going to get one.
Well, when I looked at it, I did until I saw the price of it. I thought that's right. It's actually more expensive than the drone I bought.
Oh,
Really?
is it? Yeah, but
Yeah.
isn't it a bit more crash proof with its,
It
you
is.
know,
Well,
Well,
bars?
they say it's made with alloy components, so Jackie's exactly right.
I mean,
Well, it
advertising-
appears to be, right? We don't know
appears
that.
to be.
Yeah.
Appears to be.
It
Yes.
appears to be. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
to me-
Steve, you're concerned about the price, but Marcus have also learned, this is just rumor, this is leaks, rumors, it's not verified, that you will be able to use your existing goggles and controller with this new drone. That some people even speculate the new drones, if you just buy the drone itself, it will only cost
But
you
it's-
$692
yeah,
US.
I mean, but the thing
I'm
is,
going to have to buy the lot because I
the
haven't got
thing,
them.
the thing is, Ron, $692, but in the UK, it'd be £692, which to me, for a city, what is nah.
Move to the US, Steve.
Yeah, but it's still going to
Yeah,
have like
That's the secret.
DJI features.
Have you
isn't
got a
it?
spare
Hover,
room,
won't it?
Marcus?
Yes,
I can get Steve a nice cottage in Oxford.
yeah.
There you go.
Oh,
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, like Harvey says, it will hover, won't it? It will float, he says.
It'll float. I had one.
Hey, highlight Lauren's comment, Steve, his most recent comment.
And he even spells rumor like you Brits do.
I'm trying to figure. Is that right? Don't we spell room like that? I'm not sure if that is right. I don't know.
So, do we have any other FPV flyers on the panel tonight besides Steve?
Caroline is the expert.
In the chat. Okay.
Yeah, she builds them.
She builds.
So Caroline,
and also Simon as well, Northeaster.
Oh, and Simon, yeah.
FPV.
Well, Simon's out flying right now
He
somewhere
flies anything.
in the fog. We were supposed to go. Our little drone meet-up was supposed to be at Clipstone Colliery, which is same sort of neck of the woods we went to. But we learned through Caroline, thank you, Caroline, that obviously they had a drone fest on. So we thought, okay, then we won't be going there after all. But anyway, I know someone who did go there. Well, I don't know them personally, but they very kindly shared me this video. So what's this?
Yeah. Why you calling at 11:30 when you only wanna do me dirty? But I hit right back 'cause you got that, yeah. Why you always wanna act like lovers, but you never wanna be each other's? I say don't look back, but I go right back, yeah. All of a sudden I'm hypnotized. You're the one that I can't deny. Every time that I say I'm gonna walk away, you turn me on like a light switch when you're moving your body around and around. Now I don't wanna fight this. You know how to just make me want you. Turn me on like a light switch when you're moving your body around and around. You got me in a tight grip. You know how to just make me want you, baby. Do you love it when you keep me guessing? When you leave and then you leave me stressing. But I can't stay mad when you walk like that, no. Why you always wanna act like lovers, but you never wanna be each other's? I said don't look back, but I go right back, and all of a sudden I'm hypnotized. You're the one that I can't deny. Every time that I say I'm gonna walk away, you turn me on like a light switch when you're moving your body around and around. Now I don't wanna fight this. You know how to just make me want you. Turn me on like a light switch when you're moving your body around and around. You got me in a tight grip. You know how to just make me want you, baby. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, and show me how you do. You want, you want, you want, you want, you want to keep me wanting you. You want it, you got it. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, and show me how you do. You want, you want, you want, you want, you want to keep me wanting you. Turn me on like a light switch when you're moving your body around and around. Now I don't wanna fight this. You know how to just make me want to. You turn me on like a light switch when you're moving your body around and around. You got me in a tight grip. You know how to just make me want you, baby. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, and show me how you do. You want, you want, you want, you want, you want to keep me wanting you. Come on and show me how you do. You want, you want, you want, you want, you want to keep me wanting you.
There you go.
That was good.
That is some serious fun. And Caroline's going to take a look at that. So yeah, so
Question.
it was. I just don't know how people actually work that fast.
Has Marcus got his new DJI glasses on?
Oh, that's what those are. Yeah.
It looks cool.
Hey, listen, Terry's not here, so somebody had to do it.
I haven't got his sunglasses. Oh, to talk about FPV pilots. Another one, look, Shelby.
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 X-Wing, mostly for Shelby, right?
Yep, Shelby. Yep.
He always wears sunglasses.
So, Jackie,
yeah,
you're
actually.
very interested in the new DJI Avanta drone, then?
Yeah, I'm definitely interested in getting one.
Good,
It seems
good.
to do all the things I want it to do. It's a mini, does a bit of FPV. It's got a decent camera, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah.
They say the camera's as good as the one in the Mini 3 Pro.
Well,
Really?
the video I watched
Yeah.
earlier on actually, Ron actually said that the camera was actually better than the Mini 3. But
Oh yeah, somebody did, didn't they?
yeah, there was some pictures, some comparison pictures of the same photograph, and the colorations look better on the FPV. But
Oh, good, good.
I've heard we've got to wait till January for it.
is that right, Lauren?
That's just in the UK.
Oh,
No, I'm just
Uh,
kidding.
Yeah, I think it may come in very early January, like in about 2 weeks early.
okay. So it could be just a belated Christmas present. I could work with that.
Right, right, right.
So what
Yeah,
about Stephen Deere? Do you fancy one then or not?
No, I've just bought the Mini 3 Pro.
Again,
Good,
But yeah,
good
again,
man.
if it's
Good man.
waterproof, it
that
may
would be the
speak
final
right my
thing, wouldn't it? That would be the perfect drone.
It
Well,
would be
surely if it was
perfect,
waterproof,
yeah.
wouldn't it be yellow?
Yeah, probably. And it sounds like the Beatles song, The Yellow Submarine, probably.
No acrobatics on a new avatar. No,
What
no
does that mean?
acrobatics.
I mean, it does FPV swooping, doesn't it? I don't necessarily
Oh.
want to do somersaults.
You should drink is drink.
It has a manual mode in it.
It doesn't have acro mode. I didn't know that.
Really? Because you know
Well,
we watched that. We watched that video, and it was all the videos seemed very like it's done on a. No, surely not. No, I can't.
But it'll do what the big DJI FPV.
It must
does,
do,
won't it?
surely.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
seems
I
to be
mean,
built.
yeah. Here,
Well,
they,
oh,
they,
no,
they're calling it
it does
they're
have
calling it
acro.
manual mode on the Avanta, and manual
Yeah.
means the same thing as acro.
Both Maddie and Lauren are confirming it does have
I was
acro.
going to say because it actually be an FPV drone if you
It does
didn't.
have acro.
That'd be a bit
Ooh.
silly, really, wouldn't it?
BMAC is kind of hitting pretty close to home with poor Maddie there. I'm just telling you.
Yeah, there you go. Look, you ain't flying if you're not breaking them. There we are.
Yeah.
That's the oldest one in the book. Yeah, if you're not
Well-
if you're not crashing, you're not flying when it comes
That's
out.
very
to
true.
you. But
the
but
story
whole
behind
point-
the story behind that is Maddie had crashed his Nazgul this past weekend, and we all laugh about crashes and stuff. It cost Maddie hundreds of dollars, so it's not that
You
funny.
mean he crashed at the Chicago drone meetup?
I think before, yeah.
Okay.
Angle is
So, I
not
mean, it
acro.
cost him a couple of cameras. It cost him the drone
Oh,
frame.
wow.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm interested
yeah.
that Caroline's saying that angle
Angle
is
is
not
not
acro.
acro.
What does that mean? I don't know what it means.
Yeah.
well, there's
With angle, there's
Right.
still some stabilization going on.
right.
Where acro
But-
or
but,
manual, there's
if-
no
if-
stabilization at all.
If you fly
Oh,
the
that sounds
DJI
perfect for me.
if you
I
fly
want
the
a bit of
DJI
help.
if you fly the DJI FPV drone, I mean, is that when they talk about angle, as in like just leaning left and right? And I don't know. Is that angle? Well, that's what I'd class as angle.
Caroline did a nice film lately
As
where
long as
she
it's not like Terry's City Wall.
Yeah.
Caroline did a nice film swooping down a cliff
Ah, but
lately.
they are.
A bit like Bernie
Ang-
does. That's just not
Angle
flying
is
a little bit.
self-leveling. Acro, there is no. What I think acro is just is literally free fly, isn't it? It's just like don't do it right, you're gonna crash. End of.
See, Caroline's confirmed in the chat. Acro is manual. They're interchangeable words. If a drone has manual, then it has acro, and vice versa.
But what she say? Is she saying it's got angle and not acro? I don't know. Because
Well,
angle is self-leveling.
she's saying it, but Lauren and Maddie they're saying it does have manual / acro. So it's just
Well,
a
so-
difference of opinion. Who is the
so
best
it's-
leaks?
Well, Matt used to tell you, the day before I was emptying park, was it in an empty parking lot? Fell safe for no reason whatsoever, broke 2 arms of DJing. And the-
Oh no!
Oh, dear.
Wow.
And his Hero 8.
Very
that,
expensive.
that was that was certainly a
Expensive crash.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, Maddie.
right. So acro is called manual in DJI. Right, okay.
There you go. Thank
Right.
you, Carolyn.
I mean, it does look more susceptible to crash landing, whereas
Yeah, 'cause
the
it's got the guard protections, hasn't
whereas
it?
the
camera looks a
DJI
bit
FPV
set
drone, I think
back.
you crash landed that, you'd be replacing at least 2 legs on it every time we crashed it.
Yeah.
But hey, yeah, I mean, it's your own. I mean, as you
We
say,
won't know till it comes out, will we? But there's
No.
an awful lot of hype around it.
I
isn't
can't
there?
wait to see the videos. I must admit.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
Hey, Jackie,
Gary says,
Is Marcus going to buy one?
The oh crap button.
I don't think Marcus will buy one with you, Marcus.
no, because of the goggles, and that's just what I was going to ask Jackie about.
Yeah,
is-
I'm a bit worried about that as well.
well,
Uh,
so
yeah,
Jack, what I'm saying, Jackie, is when you're hiking out someplace, it's going to be more involved than just pulling out your controller and taking off. You're going to be putting on goggles and all
Yeah.
that business. So
Yeah.
Oh, so do you know FPV who watch the videos? He says angle has a limited angle. You can go up to 45 degrees at cruise spin as much as you like. There we are. Okay, so
I'm hoping
basically,
that the goggles have got those individual diopter thingies. I might
do.
be all right then.
you flew Terry's FPV drone, didn't you?
Yeah, but I only saw it out one eye. The other eye was blurred.
Well, they're the
So-
same goggles that comes with that.
And obviously, I didn't want to muck around and
Oh, okay.
check his goggles because
So
they were
do,
set
do
up
you
for
wear
him.
contact lenses?
No, I've just short-sighted in one eye with a vitriol detachment and long-sighted in the other. So it's just a
Oh,
bit.
okay.
Is that why you kept being a bit wobbly on your bike?
You could talk.
Oh, Shelby says he's got a new chase video out, so well,
Woohoo.
ooh, we need to see that.
we
Yeah.
certainly-
Yeah.
we'll see if we can. Well, Caroline's got a new video, and so has Shelby. So we better get some work going on here.
Hey, Maddie's making a really good point. Those new goggles are going to have OLED screens, so they should be brilliant.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
You may not need glasses, he says.
Yeah.
And you know the new goggles are much smaller than the ones that Steve has. They almost look like the Fat Shark size goggles rather than the
Oh, are they?
gigantic goggles.
As long as they can have differing settings in each eye, which I imagine they would, wouldn't they?
I think you can. I think you
Yeah.
can focus. the
Maddie,
different
can you answer Jackie's question about different settings in each eye for the new DJI goggles?
Well, he already says they have manual focus, Ron, so I think that's what he means.
Okay, good. Thank you,
Yeah.
Maddie.
Cool. That'd be.
Okay. Because the goggles look very, very, very close to what I looked at. Well, they look very similar to very similar actually. But you know,
They look like they got 4 little aerials, didn't they?
yeah, well, I've got
Yeah,
4
and,
little arrows.
and these arrows are better than the ones in the original goggles. They fold down. They don't stick out. You know, when you pack the way, you could fold them down.
Oh, you don't have to unscrew them.
Right,
Oh,
right.
Matthew's answered it. Look, yeah, it says manual focus knob on the bottom. There you
So
go.
many good jokes there, Steve, but I'm going to leave it alone.
save it for the joke of the day portion.
Yeah.
Well, you know what happened last time? I asked what's her face in the kitchen to tell me a joke, and it weren't really good, was it?
Well, you know those
Alexa.
stupid jokes.
That was the name.
Oh,
Alexa.
right, yeah.
Yeah, Alexa, that joke was rubbish. How many sheep does
I
it
thought
take?
you were heading for a thump from Haley there.
Not here. I'm safe. I'm safe. I'm safe for another day. Hang
Oh,
on.
dear.
I've lost my screen here. What's going on here? Hang on. What's going on?
Hey, Mr. Brown, have you done the update for this guy yet?
I did, and I flew it one time, and you know one of the things on the update for the Nano Plus, I forget my numbers because each Android and iOS have their own numbers, and also the app have their own numbers. But one thing it says it increases the range. What is it? 10 by 10, whatever that means. You know. So
Can't be 10
a lot of people love range, so the update did increase the range. Plus, they did something to make the logs easier to get off and send to Autel if you're having issues, which may help you out, Marcus. Maybe you can do those logs and send them all into Mr. Ken Booth.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's
Marcus
true.
is good friends with Ken Booth, and he's the head honcho on kind of like what do you call repair and
Customer service.
customer service or whatever over at Autel.
It hasn't done me much good with this guy though, Ron.
Yeah, Marcus has the weirdest sensor issue, but actually, you definitely have an issue. But Autel optical avoidance sensors are more sensitive than DJI's. I went out for a sunset the other night with a little nano, and when I pointed the thing directly at this the sunset, it thought it was something in front of me, and it was warning me there was something in front of the camera, and all it was the sunbeam hitting the sensor. So I mean, I'm not the first one to see this. This has been reported by other users too. So that's how sensitive those optical avoidance sensors are. But Marcus has a crazy sensor. It won't let him land a drone in most situations or some situations. Tell about that crazy downward sensor, Marcus.
Well, you can be, no matter how high you are up in the air, if you come to a stop, it thinks it has something below it, and it'll start beeping and throwing warnings at you. It's mostly annoying as much as anything else. And the other sensors I found, the obstacle avoidance sensors on mine, tend to be unreliable. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. So honestly, you're never going to rely on them.
And that's not very good for obstacle avoidance, is it,
Right.
Marcus?
Yeah, so I end up just turning it off and flying it without them. As opposed to this guy that I trust this thing it's not going to run into anything.
Right. Hey, one thing Marcus said there, I want to expand a little bit. One of the things that the Autel update, and I haven't tried this out yet, but supposedly, Marcus, this update allows you to turn the audible warnings off. Like, you know how you go crazy in your videos when you don't return to home, making that beep and stuff. Supposedly, this update allows you to turn those things off.
That's with the Autel?
With the Autel, supposedly. I haven't tested, but it allows you to turn audio warnings off.
Oh, that'd be huge. That'd be a big deal. Yeah.
So that's something we need to test.
Yeah. So to your point, and the rest of us in the room here, we all fly DJI drones. Hey, I love it. When you get into return to home, it gives you that audible beeping. I wish it would do it about 3 times, and then
shut up.
Yeah.
Same with the low battery warnings.
Marcus,
All the time that goes, I panic. I just hate the noise.
Yeah.
Don't talk to me about low batteries.
Of course, one thing what Marcus is saying here, this is a big deal to Marcus because he's mostly trying to record a YouTube video, and that messes audio up. If you're not making a YouTube video, I mean, the sound still can be annoying, but it's not like it's not messing up your video.
If the drone's returning at home, just switch the remote control off.
Well, there's always that.
No, I don't do that. That don't sound sensible, does it?
Whatever blows your dress up, Mr. Gardner.
and folks, anybody's going to send nasty Instagrams about that, send them all to Steve Gardner at .com, not the rest of the 5 of us.
Hey, I have a question for Stephen. So
yes,
about that with your Mini 2, Stephen. So it went into auto return to home, right?
Yes.
So there's an algorithm in the drone that calculates when it needs to go into return to home. You're still saying that it wouldn't have made it back?
Yes, because although I didn't say it in the video, I took a couple more photos before I returned.
Got ya.
And also it was very windy.
So coming back against the wind.
I flied it back to the nearest land to where I was, because I was sort of like, the land was nearer. The nearest land was nearer to the drone than I was. So that's why I went straight into manual mode, because I knew it wouldn't get back to me.
Yeah, I had to do exactly the same thing with the original Mavic Mini. Ron knows about this, the original Mavic Mini one time. And I did just exactly what you did. I knew it wasn't going to get back to me. So I found a spot out in the pucker brush, just an open area, and I made sure it was something that I could recognize so I could find it, right? And
yeah.
It's so cool. You never panicked.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Well, the thing is, there's no point panicking, is there? It's gone,
Yeah, but I don't know. I would just be panicking, still trying to optimistically get it back, even if I knew it couldn't make it.
Yeah,
panic never helps. Panic never helps.
Yeah. When you get to that low battery at 10%, you know it's not going to get back. So all you're looking for is a safe area now, you know, and that's what I was trying to do. And if you see my video, there's a lighter patch, and it looks like dry seaweed, and I didn't know what was underneath it. So I avoided that because I thought, well, if it touches that, it might just be pure water underneath. So I wasn't sure. So I went into like the reeds, which is really a mistake I had made, because if I'd gone on the seaweed when the tide came in, that was still dry.
Oh.
That was my. But when you watch the video, you'll see what I mean.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But
All
to your
good fun.
point, Jackie, the thing that you always focus on in a situation like that, the same thing when I had that flight with the Mini 2 when it was in the death spiral, my first flight
Yeah.
with it. You know, you just focus on working the problem, and I learned that in business, and I'm sure I ran a logistics outfit, so often things would go all to heck, and
Yeah.
it never made any sense to panic. You just work the
No.
issues one at a time, and it's the same thing with a drone. You think about, okay, just like what Steven's talking about, what can I do to save this drone and get it back? He instantly was looking for a safe place to land it.
Yeah.
And
I suppose you just think, don't you, on the spur of the moment. It's like when my DJI Spark, I was losing control of it and it was going weird. It was actually flying towards a wall, and I had a split second to decide down and crash and get the drone, or up and save it and hope to get it back. I went for up, and then of course it went off to Morocco. But I didn't think at the time.
And that's without a
best
passport.
choice, But at least I would have got the SD card back if I'd have crashed it. But
That's true. Yeah.
Hey, Jackie, question on that one. So when it started flying off, did you? I mean, obviously you didn't have control of it with the sticks, right?
no, I had a tiny bit of control. It was really weird. It was like it went into super fast mode, and it would respond to up and down still, but you couldn't steer it.
So let me ask you this: had you put it into RTH? Did you try that?
Tried that, yeah. And it
Okay.
just nothing worked. Nothing worked.
Yeah.
It was just
And did you
going
change-
out to sea.
Changing the speed modes or anything?
I don't think I tried that. No.
Yeah, just asking, just checking.
Yeah, I didn't try that. I was too busy screaming and going, ah!
I think that's one of the things is that when something like that happens, you just, sometimes it happens too quickly, doesn't it?
Yeah, it was.
So you just don't get the time to think.
Yeah.
Like Terry's
It's like,
deal.
now
Yeah.
you're thinking,
Was
you
it,
know,
Jackie,
if
what
you
was
hit
it
the
actually
wall,
was it actually
you
over
would have still had the memory card.
I mean, can't you just turn the motors off?
It wouldn't do. I don't
It
know.
wouldn't
I can't
respond.
remember, to be honest. I was just
But as
trying to
Steve
get
says,
it back.
when you're flying a drone like that, I mean,
It did
it's
this
all right.
weird, great big long arc around the lighthouse, and then
All
it
right.
shot off out to sea.
So I have a theory, Jackie. Two things. One, you had some issues with that Spark before, so
I had, yeah, and
yeah.
it was doing that
He
away
was
from
just
the
waiting for a
sea.
moment to
I
run
knew it
away,
was a
wasn't it?
risk flying it there.
Yeah.
I must
Because-
admit, Lauren's just put an interesting message on here saying about if you lose control with the sticks, change the modes.
Change modes.
And
That's,
I
that's why I
must
asked
admit-
you about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I must admit,
Okay.
I actually had a problem in the early days with the Mini 2, where sometimes I would be flying it, and all of a sudden I couldn't go left or right. I couldn't go sideways. And
Oh.
soon, what I used to do was just put it over to. I'm normally flying city mode, so I just thought to put it over to manual, normal, and flick it back, and it'd work. And that it took me a couple of times to figure that out. But
I suppose
what I
it's
used,
typical
I
IT
just explained it.
solutions, isn't it? Turn it on and
Yeah.
off again.
yeah, exactly, yeah.
Well,
So
that's
the
another
sad thing about that, Jack, is that so often works, doesn't it? That is
Yeah,
really,
yeah, it does.
it
That's
irritates
solving
me
a
that it
lot of
does that
problems.
because
It's like
you know,
when your iPhone goes a bit nuts. That's the first
Yeah.
thing you do, isn't it?
Yeah,
turn it
just
off,
turn it
yeah,
off, yeah.
exactly. My
Yeah.
computer at work the other day, it was playing up. It wouldn't connect to the network and there were all sorts of problems. And I was sat about 10 minutes for it. And I thought, you know what? Sad as it says, have you tried turning it off? And I turned it off, it booted back up, and it was,
It was
fine.
fine.
I thought, you're stupid.
Just
piece of-"
basically got its knickers in a twist. And
So
that's
the
it.
the point that you're making is that is another thing. If you don't have control of your drone, often cycling your controller will do it. Now it depends
Yeah.
on, hopefully the drone is just in a hover at that point, right? If it loses control, it just goes
Rather
into a
than
rubber.
heading off to Morocco. Yeah.
But turning your controller off and on can often.
Yeah, might have saved it, mightn't it?
But the problem
I don't
is
know.
with that, it sounded to me like that you'd already decided it was going to go to Morocco anyway. And probably thought of, I don't like it here anymore. I'm off to Morocco.
That's
Or as
the
far as
other
I can
thing. Yeah, about those sparks. Those sparks were notorious for heat issues, and especially down there in Spain, Jackie. My theory is that you'd had yours out on a lot of hot days, and it probably
Yes.
affected that motherboard. And I don't know how hot
sunstroke,
it was
didn't it?
on the day you lost
The
it.
drone had sunstroke.
I'll bet it did. All kidding aside, I
think
bet
it
it
did.
did.
No.
Yeah.
It did.
Yeah.
Marcus, did the Spark have an internal fan in it? I don't remember.
It didn't, and that was an issue. That they were known to overheat.
So with your Mini 2, Steve, I mean, because I thought normal. I'll take it you were fighting against the wind on the way back.
For me, sorry.
Yeah.
Me, I was flying against the wind on the way back. It wasn't extremely windy, but it was windy enough.
It was enough to. I mean, did you
and I
try
must admit,
to put it in sport mode?
I didn't, because I don't know if I'm right or wrong, and people might be able to correct me here. But once you put it in sport mode, the battery just drains so quick.
Yeah, it
Well,
drinks it.
it does, but it may make more
Pitch more.
headway.
Headway,
Yeah.
maybe, I don't know. One of those things is like,
It's just a
Same
video
with
I
that,
watched on
you know,
the on
you're trying
YouTube.
all different things, and I'm thinking,
Yeah,
I
watched
think
a
I might
video
have
on
had it.
YouTube.
I think I might have put it in normal mode.
right.
Then.
I watched a
I'm
video
not-
on
I'm
YouTube
not
on
100%
YouTube
sure.
once, and someone put it in sport mode, and it yeah, okay,
You like
it's
it.
gonna. So, but but it's past tense now, as it were.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
right. So,
So in the U.S., we have a name for what you're suggesting there, Steve. We call it being an armchair quarterback.
Yeah, you should
I
have
ho-
done this. You should
I
have
hope
done
Should have done this, should have done that.
I hope I never have to try it, but it might be a tip that come in. You don't know.
Yeah.
Shelby says,
Yeah.
"Can we show his chase video?"
I am seconds away from it. Trust me. This
Yay.
process, this show, when I put this show together, I normally have a bit of notice, but no notice tonight. Shelby sent me a video, and it's loading now. It's complicated. I don't want to go through it. And Caroline sent me one as well, but with about 12 seconds left, 12 minutes left, I'm not sure if I'm going to get. Who knows? And it's taking forever.
Yeah. So Ron, what after the show's over? I'm sure you're going to go out flying. What's your plan?
Well, yeah, I may go down to the beach, do a little flying tonight.
Yeah. Get a
Wanna see
sunset.
Margate?
Could get a sunset. Just a matter of which drone, Marcus, should be the Mini 3 Pro. I haven't had the Mavic 3 out in a while. Maybe the Mavic 3 should get some air, or maybe
Oh,
the
but you should-
little Autel should fly the new firmware.
Maybe you should get the Mavic Pro out.
Ron,
Oh, the
there's a
Mavic
simple
Pros.
answer to this. There's a
Pardon?
very simple answer.
Yes.
Take all three with you.
That's
Take
it.
all
Fly
three.
them all.
Yeah, but you can't get that good of a parking spot at the beach down in summer, so you gotta travel light
Oh, I've got
sometimes.
to carry them.
Hey, and don't forget the Air 2S, Ron.
And the Air 2S.
The Air 2S. Again,
Yeah.
they said about bringing the original Mavic Pro. The original Mavic Pro is in somebody else's hands right now. I sold it to a wedding photographer.
So how many
years ago.
Mavic have you got a Mavic 2 still, Ron?
I sold that to our good friend JC John Carroll.
So you still got just on the Mavic 3 then?
Just the Mavic 3 is the only Mavic I have. I have the Mini 3, the Mini 2, and still the Air 2S. And that's my DJI lane. And the Avata. Oh, I'm not allowed to say that. Sorry.
Oh, that's fine. Pass it to me, please.
Sorry,
please.
I misspoke. Sorry. DNA.
You, Ron.
Oh, I wish I lived in America. I'd be right round to Ron's house now.
Back down at Margate.
Yeah.
We got the beach to test them out,
No,
Jack.
no,
Oh,
no,
that'd be good, wouldn't it?
Becky, he lived in Margate. That's not in America,
Somebody
is it?
adopt me, please, in America, so I can become an American.
Where Jackie lives, though, she'd have to go up to Margate, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
she'd
wouldn't
be
I?
riding up to Margate. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, God. I'm just
Oh,
trying
Steve,
to.
how's this video doing?
Yeah,
So,
I'm
Jackie, is the
getting there.
Margate in the UK as cool as the Margate in New Jersey is?
Well, it has got a little like amusement theme park roller coaster place.
Yeah, we don't have that. So
Dreamland.
they got us beat. But I can take care of the Ocean City, which is a hop, skip, and jump. And Ocean
They've
City
done
has
they've
all
done quite
that
a bit
stuff.
of Margate,
Yeah,
haven't
All
they?
that stuff, piers and rides and Ferris wheels and all the stuff you see in our good buddy Darren's videos. What's DM Productions?
Well, yeah,
Right.
but he's on the other side. He's in Blackpool.
Yeah,
Oh,
he always
Yeah.
has all those good amusement rides and stuff.
Yeah,
like
he's
that
in
here.
Blackpool, Ron. That's on the
Not
other
all
side
that
of the
Ocean
UK.
City. There's a hop, skip, and a jump from Margate.
Who's in this? Ron.
Caroline wants you to do a joke.
Carolyn
Oh.
has a message for you.
Yeah, I did. Caroline, I did the joke earlier in the show. I got it out of the way early
start.
today.
Anyway, the long-awaited video. I just
Yeah,
don't play it.
roll the video, Steve.
Roll the video. Here we go.
Baby, can't you see I'm calling? A guy like you should wear warning. It's dangerous, I'm falling. There's no escape, I can't wait to need a hit. Baby, give me it. You're dangerous, I'm loving it.
That tree turn you did there was kind of off for me.
There There you go. Well done, Shelby.
Cool, eh?
So I normally get a chance to see these videos before I show them. So luckily there's no nudity in that show.
The
So,
drone
yeah.
was naked.
So Caroline, I
Brilliant.
promise yours is downloading as we speak, and it will be on next week's show without a doubt.
Yay, we look forward to that. Is that a clip
Sweet
one?
Caroline,
Beep, beep, beep.
weekends never been so good.
It's the karaoke hour here at the Drone
You know what that
Seekers
means now,
International.
Marcus? I'm going to get a copyright strike now.
Oh, yeah, there we
Is
go.
that right?
It was less
No
than
joke,
7
it's,
seconds.
karaoke.
We got demonetized again.
Every week they turn around and say, we show these videos, and he says, oh, that video, that music, it's not a strike, but they call it what do they call that? I think so. Yeah, get a laugh. You can't monetize this video. I can't monetize any of them. People, what's the matter with YouTube? How much you censoring
You
it?
mean we're not getting paid again for this show?
No, not getting paid again.
No, just
Oh,
doing it because
man.
you love it.
We can't even ask people to get us a cup of coffee or whatever you call it. I don't know.
So is that right, Steve? I shouldn't tell people you pay me.
Oh,
The guests get paid. The host makes all the money and he pays the guests.
Now Shelby's saying, wait until next one is coming. Right, Shelby, send me a link before next Sunday. Not Sunday, Saturday. At least. And we can put it on the show. We'll have a whole hello, Catskills Brad.
Hey, Brad.
Yeah. Well, Shelby. Honestly, I just love these
Oh,
shows.
it's brilliant fun. How did he not hit any of those millions of trees?
That's unbelievable.
Well, do you know what? There was a point where it actually came out. I'm sure it was going past the service station.
Like,
They
wasn't
must
it?
plan. They must
That was
plan
just
that
like
for a
concrete.
company.
Refuel.
Concrete pillars of all quick refuel. Fill her up, mate.
What a great time it was to fly it though at dusk. The
Yeah.
light
Yeah.
really show up
Yeah.
on that week.
Absolutely.
It does, yeah. I mean, because I know on previous ones have gone like through the barns and whatever, haven't they? So the lights on there, but just that fixed. You know, when you look at it, it looks so simple, but I'm sure it's not. Actually, I'm sure it's normally like a 5-inch. I don't know what drone Shelby was flying there, but whatever he was flying, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I just love them. I love them to bits. All these chase videos.
I
can watch
didn't
them all
realise
day.
you could fly a fixed wing like that. It's just
It's
unbelievable.
incredible, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is. I mean, it just yeah. They just.
I
mean,
I take it the drone that was following, was that an FPV or was that another fixed wing?
Yeah, that was Shelby. Well, at least I think Shelby. I
Yeah,
take you
Shelby
was flying the
does the
FPV,
chasing.
wasn't you?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then his mate does the fixed wing, doesn't it?
That was the
I
Mini
think so.
2, Stephen.
Morgan's, it may have been the Ivana.
That was a turbocharged.
Mini 2 on steroids.
Super duper turbocharged. See, that would have got back, Steve. That would
They
have
would
gone
have
back.
done it.
That would have missed
Well,
UK.
taken wrong.
Do you know when it would have returned to home? It would land in your
Yeah.
garden in Spain.
Yeah.
It was most definitely not.
Not
No,
the Mini 2.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was an FPV drone. What was it then? It was a Phantom 3. So anyway, we've got just one more video
It
because
could have been a Tello.
I think it
Talk about
was.
tellos. I know someone had a tello.
It was a Tello too.
Tello too.
Did they bring a tello too out? Did they run? I must have missed
No,
that
it's
one.
just two of them.
Yeah, they were serial numbers 1,
Yeah.
2, and 3.
Yeah, I got one of the prototypes. It's real fast.
So he's saying that Rue was flying the 5-inch FPV quad.
Oh, okay, right. Well, yes, I'm flying FPV and Rue's flying. Okay, right.
Oh, right.
I'm a good guess. I said
Other way
5-inch
around.
quad as well. I don't think Shelby told me about a 5-inch quad. Right,
Yeah,
so
are
we
they?
got-
Are they?
think
Did
that
they
the
do this
actual
flight?
flight
Was that in the UK? They were flying.
No,
No,
that's Shelby's
I
in.
take it that was well planned as well. They must have planned a route as they.
Well, As
They
I
talk
understand
to
it,
each other, don't
they stand together and actually say, right, I'm doing the left and the right and whatever. So they sort of like they know what it, it is
Right.
pre-planned.
Yeah.
As he says, it takes a lot of practice.
Yeah.
Really? I thought you meant. I was going to go on that
I'm
tonight.
definitely expecting to do that on day one of my future avatar.
Absolutely.
I'll ask Shelby for some tips because
We'll be there
Shelby
filming it,
might say-
Jackie.
Yep.
Oh, so it was the action cam that was recording. Yeah,
Yeah.
probably the action 2, I would expect, or maybe the original action.
See, it's becoming quite a popular camera as well now, isn't it?
Or the Action 3, maybe. Remember the
Yeah.
Action 3's rumored for later this year.
Shelby,
I
can
just
you
want
Well,
to
they
put,
used to
in
be
action
the action too, didn't they? Really?
Yeah.
Shelby, can you put a link to your channel on in the chat? Can you possibly do that?
I don't think he might be able to, but I don't think he's got permissions to be able to.
Yeah, he can't
The link.
because he's not an admin.
Oh right,
Search
okay.
Shelby Bolt.
Hang on. I'll do it. Hang about. We have the technology, Houston. Well, a quick shout out to Kim. Kim, hope you're feeling better or betterer. Is that right?
Yeah.
Hello, Kim.
Kim should have joined us yesterday. Right, Shelby Vault. There you go. Right, click that on there. Copy that.
Yeah, visit that
Zip line
channel.
magic.
It's superb.
Bring that down there. Beep. Done.
Oh,
There you go.
I see it. I see it.
So yeah, check the video because I tell you there's some serious flying on there. And what's the other guy, Shelby?
Oh, what?
flying?
Rue?
No, no, another guy. I forgot his name. Ed Ricker.
Oh yeah, Ed Ricker.
Oh,
yeah,
Ed.
Ed Ricker, yeah.
We
Yeah.
know Ed. We met. Marcus and I met Ed at.
We did. We
a-
sat down and shot the breeze with Ed. Yeah.
We met him a couple times. He's been there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know
All
Ed.
these- all these amazing pilots he thinks of. Well, I think perhaps I was 30 years younger and all that, you know. what do you reckon, Ron? 30 years younger, go FPV flying.
Yeah, let's be 30 years younger, and then we'll really do all that stuff.
Yeah, we'll show them all.
Oh yeah, you're right. Get the time machine out, Marcus, and
Boy,
go
isn't
back.
that a fact? Yeah.
Carol says,
I
I'm
bet Marcus has got a time machine as well, isn't he?
It's possible.
Probably. Can't find it in amongst all the drones.
yeah,
though.
it's lost in the office. So
That's exactly one of these. Yeah.
Let's get the Corvette wound up to 88 miles an hour. You'll be all
Oh,
right.
there you go. That'll do
Caroline
it.
says she's in a
1.1 kilowatts.
Caroline says she's in a new Cube Camry yesterday.
I bet he's got a Mini 5 at the back there as well somewhere, isn't he?
Mini 5.
You can neither
It's
confirm or
possible.
deny.
He's
Too
possible.
busy. I'm surprised you haven't got a 3D printer there, Marcus.
You know what? I think the FPV guys are into 3D printing because they
Yeah.
always have to print new parts. But for me, I mean, what are you going to make? A little flower base or something? I mean, I don't know.
us
That's
camera
it, Mike.
guys don't need to make anything.
Yeah.
Michael
we
Scott
fly
Root.
him
That's the other one.
stock.
I think Rue's been on the show. He's been on the show, didn't he? Michael Scott Root. Did we have him on the show? Sure we did. Did we not?
I think so.
I think we said about having him on the show.
I can't think now. If not,
We need him.
future guest will find him, hunt him down, find him.
Yes.
Right, okay. Well, it's that time again. I had another video to show, but hey,
Save it for next week.
there's always next week. That's what I always say.
Yeah.
Come back
So-
next
As
week.
they say, watch this space.
You watch this space. Anyway, Ron, Steve, Kev, Marcus, Jackie, away, goodbye. And we'll
Adios.
see you all again next week
Thank you, everybody.
when we do it all again.
Thank you
And
for
thanks
having
for
me on.
watching. Thanks for watching. Take care. Have a good week.
Bye.
Good night, all.
Safe flying. Bye-bye.